She said, wait, I'm gonna get that picture from you, the one with the skull. I have a Halloween party coming up and I just think it would be fabulous. And I was like, wow, this lady has a lot of money that she wants to spend $175 on a picture for her Halloween party. But you know, more power to her. I couldn't believe she was buying it. I was about to break out the camera and vlog and show you guys like, oh my gosh, I sold a piece of my artwork. I was about to cry. It's the morning of the pop-up sale, you guys. Dello woke me up like raring to go, excited. Weren't you excited?
Yeah, 4 a.m. I couldn't sleep.
He was like, Mom, we get to go sell vintage stuff. Get out of bed. It's Christmas. And so anyway, I'm not even gonna say we're running late. I made us late. It's already almost 7:30. The thing starts at 9. We have to get downtown and get set up. I can't talk to you guys for a little while, but I'm taking my phone and I'm going to do most of my vlogging and recording on it today. And you'll see everything once it's set up. I think we're finally all set up. Are you excited?
So excited to go home.
I don't know what to pay Dello today. It's totally dependent on his attitude. Let me show you guys around. Okay, here, I'll back up a bit. I don't know, what do you think? Everyone here is professional and then there's me. So I'm trying to bring in attention with like these pictures and maybe they'll walk in and want to see what it's all about. So I have candlestick holder, this amazing picture. I rolled out the rug, but it's not for sale today. This picture that was hanging in the living room. A suitcase of brass. I did go ahead and tag the suitcases and in case someone's like a super fan of vintage Hartman leather luggage, you're gonna have to be to buy it because that one's like 100 and that suitcase is 200. Anyway, my painted jacket here. I got some of the jewelry that Christopher sent me. I pulled out some of the costume jewelry and I'm offering the necklaces. I have silk scarves. These are the vintage aprons that I got from my husband's grandparents' estate. Lily's over there smiling like she's been happy since we got here. This picture, I only priced it at $75. It's I did like comic book Ben dye dots at the bottom. And I have a little thing of silver here. Some pieces are as low as like $5 inside there. And then here's some really kitschy random animals and ceramics and stuff. And then I painted this little bird. Oh yeah, I gotta get a price tag off the back of that bird. Wash your hands, say your prayers. Jesus and germs are everywhere, Dello. Here's a little look at, well, this is like our little corner. We're kind of shoved off on a side road, to be honest with you. I may give Dello a camera so he can like run down and show you guys the whole setup. We have this super loud train all day on this side of us and the generator on this side. Israel's here now too. Drew's over there standing next to the loud generator in the barbecue truck. Guys, I ran into Reagan down here. She and her mom Holly are avid viewers of the channel, which I super appreciate. I sold my first item right before you got over here. It's a candlestick holder and I sold it for $15. So I'm definitely still in the negative. I haven't made enough money yet, but look around and tell me what you think about the art. I will add to that people are receiving the artwork really well. Like they said that they love it and it's really pretty and they just don't want to buy it. I'm prepared to go home with most of the artwork, but anyway, they do like it. That's special. This is a garment clothing rack and I have this piano bench sitting over the top of it. The jewelry box is sitting up. This little lady, courtesy of my friend Christopher, is modeling some jewelry. Oh, my pterodactyl earring fell off. These pterodactyl earrings are getting a lot of attention today. Jessy Shops made these. I will tag Jessy Shops eBay in my description so that you guys can go shop for amazing earrings like this. And then I have the silk scarves and everything just on like shower curtain rod. shower curtain rings, and all of the necklaces are up here also. So this random wire basket with silver pieces in it, I thought that looked cool up against like an Aztec blanket. That's just a cardboard box underneath that, you guys. And then this is a nesting table from inside the house with a suitcase on top, with all the little kitschy things inside the suitcase. So really nothing to it. This isn't anything that anybody clearly can't do. Just giving you guys some ideas to set up your own booths. Definitely bring some mannequins that are already on stands. And then here's another little table with a basket.
Here's a mirror.
The mirror and the sconces. I just set them in the back, guys. I didn't know where else to put them, so we'll see. So I've sold 2 things as of now, you guys. $25, which was the price of my booth, so I'm good. But I did pay Dello to set it up with me, so technically I'm still in the hole. I think my brass has been the most popular thing today. I sold like probably 5 pieces or more of brass. There's only like a small frog, a vase. I think my large candelabra is still over there. I hope it is, because I know nobody paid for it. And like the carousel. I think those are the only pieces I have left of the brass. It was definitely a top seller. Sold 2 pieces of silver plate also. Big advice though would be to put like the really eye-catching stuff out front so that people want to stop, and then hopefully something in the back that's inviting them to come in and look around. My friend Lisa, I had the rug out this way, kind of like a red carpet to lead people in. But my friend Lisa, who has worked booths and carnivals forever, said that was kind of like cutting off the booth, and that I should move it into the booth and move it horizontally. So I did, and lots of people have been coming in. So shout out to her and thank you for that good advice. And then I have my favorite piece here, again, to just like catch people's attention. So maybe give you some ideas of how to set up your own pop-up booth. So it's been a little bit busy, actually. Not busy because I'm selling a lot of stuff. I've sold less than $100 worth of stuff all day.
Hi, I'm new here.
Hey, honey. This man brought me a veggie burger, which was really cool. I have sold a few things, guys. I haven't sold any of my like vintage redesign stuff, but I have this jacket over here is listed. It's offered for sale for $225, and someone said that they want 2 of them. And that they're gonna bring me the jackets, I think. I don't know. I gave her my phone number, and I really hope that pans out. That would be pretty epic.
That would be.
They said they want to miss Christmas presents.
And make more stuff with skulls.
Yes, the skull painting. Everyone loves the skull painting. No one wants to pay $175 for it though. So I told this one lady, I was like,
one girl might.
She said she might, and I said, if you'll tell me how much you do want to pay, then I will work with you and get like an appropriate size for that, because this is a big painting. And then I'll sell it to you for how much you do want to pay. Like make her something custom. Anyway, my stuff keeps falling over. It's not even windy.
That's a little windy.
It's a little windy.
I mean, this street gets a little gusty.
What do you smell when you breathe in?
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Pork.
Guys, this barbecue line, let me show it. Look at this. This is the barbecue line right now, and it has not died down since we've been here.
All you need is a food truck.
I think we should have a food truck just for events. We could do
French fries?
Either gourmet grilled cheese and peanut butter and jelly, like gourmet flavors of peanut butter and jelly. Or we could do like a vegan food truck, which would just be amazing.
But you couldn't call it a vegan food truck.
No.
You just call it food truck.
Yeah, but then the vegans wouldn't stop because they would think it was dead animals.
Oh.
Decisions.
They might.
What to do?
I mean, I went over there. I got something to drink. But
yeah, but you wouldn't go over there if you thought, like, you wouldn't go buy a sandwich.
I wouldn't have a picture of a pig butt either.
What is it with barbecue places? They always have pictures of pigs to sell the barbecue. It's really weird.
I don't know.
You guys want to see the pig?
Cows.
You guys want to see the pig?
Yeah, he's like a rock star pig or something. Like an Elvis pig.
It's different. It's really different. It's going well though.
Got mutton chops on the pork chop.
Ew! Guys, so this lady just came up and she wanted to know, she said she really liked this painting and she really liked this one, and she said, how much for this? I said, I have $250 on it. This one's $175. I was like, but she kind of had a look on her face, and I was like, well, this one over here is only $75, you know, to give her like a different option. Some other people came up and I started talking to them, and they were buying 2 pieces, and I said, she said, wait, I'm gonna get that picture from you, the one with the skull. I have a Halloween party coming up and I just think it would be fabulous. And I was like, wow, this lady has a lot of money that she wants to spend $175 on a picture for her Halloween party, but you know, more power to her. I couldn't believe she was buying it. I was about to break out the camera and vlog and show you guys like, oh my gosh, I sold a piece of my artwork. I was about to cry. And I said, I'm actually gonna miss this being on my wall. And she's like, well, I just wanted to come over here and get it before they did. And she's like, are you sure you guys didn't want it? And she thinks there's about to be a fight over this painting. And I'm like, no lady, you're the only one wanting to spend this, you know? She pulls out $1 and I'm like, this is gonna take forever. And she's like, let me see if I have some change. Guys, she thought it was $1.75, like $1.75. And I'm trying to make her like not feel bad about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, oh no, you're fine, it's okay. No, it's, I mean, it's $175. And she's like, oh my gosh. And then she felt really embarrassed. And of course there's a lot of people around and I'm trying to make her feel better about it, until this woman actually has the nerve to go, yeah, I just thought, wow, this girl's practically giving stuff away. I said, yeah, I think there's more than $1.75, you know, in one of the paint colors, you know. Anyway, I didn't say that. Then she says, well, I mean, I could just go to the thrift store and get a picture. I was like, well, you sure could. If you can paint, then you just go do that. I can't believe she said that. But I also can't believe she thought it was $1.75. I am back home now. Drew is actually performing his MVP duties over there and unloading the whole vehicle. But I thought I'd give you guys a breakdown on the numbers. Today I sold $132 in merchandise. I know, not a lot, but I was prepared that maybe nothing would sell because I know the audience and I just don't think the audience for the type of vintage items that I had was there. That's why I can find this stuff so cheap around here, because most people around here devalue it. So $132 sold. The booth space was $25. I paid Dello $25 to help me set up this morning, which leaves me with $82 for not just today, one day's worth of work. I worked on it all day yesterday and several hours scattered throughout the week because that's the only time that I knew that I was doing it. So we'll go ahead and say a full 2 days worth of work minimum. 2 days for $82. Doesn't really sound like that great of a return to me. Doesn't sound like that great of a return to Drew. I'm going to do something a bit interesting with this. I decided to take the jewelry corner of the booth. It's the corner that no one was paying a lick of attention to, jewelry and scarves. And while I was at the festival, I went ahead and set up a live whatnot that'll take place in a little over an hour. So I'm gonna take some time real quick, probably about 15 minutes, plug in some of this jewelry. I will go live on whatnot, start these items at $4 or $5 and see if I can make in an hour or two on whatnot what it took me 2 full days to make at this pop-up shop. Let's experiment here and see how these numbers come out. Well, that was really interesting. I did the pop-up live on whatnot. It took me about less than 15 minutes, I would say, to input numbers. I put numbers and 4 to 7 ounces. So I didn't take pictures of the jewelry. I did not have a description of the jewelry. I literally labeled 1 through something like 27 or 29 items. Listed them all as 4 to 7 ounces and went live on whatnot. Totally unannounced, shy of like a couple hours notice that I was gonna go live. So it was very literally a pop-up on whatnot. The jewelry that I took to whatnot was the jewelry that was at my pop-up that hundreds of people walked by. I sold 19 of the items that I had available on whatnot to 9 different buyers. At any given time, maybe we had 20 or 30 people in the whatnot. So it's not like, you know, a ton of people showed. There were definitely more eyes on my items at the fall festival today, but on whatnot, 9 people decided to buy 19 of those items. I sold $103 worth of jewelry in about an hour and a half long show. So a little less than 2 hours if I consider the prep time and the time it's going to take me to ship these. It's all jewelry pieces. This is going to be incredibly fast and easy to ship. The highest order was $26, guys. I started everything at $5 and sold 19 of the items. After I deduct, you know, whatnot's gonna take 8%, PayPal's gonna take about 3%, it's like 2.95, and then they're gonna take 30 cents an item. Once I deduct everything, it came out to like $17 in deductions, leaving me with, after 2 hours of effort into a Whatnot pop-up, $85.97. So just shy of $86 and $4 more than the $82 that I made at the fall festival after 2 days worth of work. So 2 days worth of work versus 2 hours. But we're really not comparing apples to apples, and I totally understand that. The truth is, live pop-up shows can be wildly successful if your items are curated for the particular audience. Now, the audience that I was working with today was, they were looking for fall wreaths and a little crafty, you know, pumpkins to hang on their doors and barbecue. They were definitely looking for barbecue. The guy next to us, guys, his line was steady for like 4 to 6 hours. He told us at the end of the day, he made something like $9,000 or something. It was insane. Get a pulled pork barbecue truck and head to Southeast Missouri. That's all I have to say. But they weren't necessarily looking for what I had to offer. And several of you were so kind to reach out and ask, you know, how did your sale go? And when I said I didn't sell a whole lot, but don't worry, I'm putting out a video about it, you guys were so quick to swoop in and try to ensure that I was not discouraged. And let me tell you, I didn't expect to sell my paintings. I didn't expect that I would sell the mirrors. The most fun thing for me was putting my items out there. It was almost like a show, because I was able to see people's reaction to my art, and I think most people really appreciated it. Shy of the lady that thought it was worth about $1.75 and very Halloween-like. We'll place that memory in the back of my mind. But save for that one customer, it turned out so well. Yeah, I only made $82. Guys, I'm glad that I ended up in the green, because what I really gained from this live pop-up was exposure. I networked with people. I found other resellers I didn't even know were in my community. Shout out to my new friend Vanessa. That's how I'll introduce her to everybody, because I found a woman in my community who was just so vibrant and full of life, and she has a Poshmark and a Mercari on. Although it's not her full-time job, she really enjoys reselling, and she told me about someone in a nearby town that is basically closing out their resale shop. And then another resale friend of mine, Nick, pops up, and I said, why don't we go look at this guy's store? So there are big things in the work just from having been out there. And I will tell you guys this, there's a potential large sale that could have happened as a direct result of this. So the jacket that has the lion painted on the back of it, I offered it for $225. And there were some people that really liked it, but they needed a different size. Well, they went to a neighboring booth and ordered 2 jackets, and they would like to commission me to paint on those jackets for Christmas once the jackets come in. So I hope all of that pans out. If it does, obviously there'll be a discount off the $225 for them providing the jacket, but that could be a huge blessing to my family, especially at Christmas time. To be able to paint for someone and have your work commissioned is a blessing all, you know, in and of itself. So maybe 2 really large sales as a direct result of today. Oddly enough, my favorite part about the Whatnot was just sitting down at the end of a very long day and hanging out with you guys, hanging out with the people that showed up. The people that show up to Whatnot and don't even buy anything, I'm just like blessed that you're in the chat and that you're hanging out with us, and that when you throw out encouragement to me or to Dello, you know, hey, you're doing a great job, or I like the music, or whatever it is that we talk about. That's also my favorite part about Whatnot. The truth is, Poshmark and eBay and Mercari and all of these sites, they can get to feel a bit lonely sometimes, because generally speaking, the only questions that you get are about your item, and the social aspect is missing. Even on Poshmark, where they claim to be the social reselling app, it's not very social there. People just want measurements. No one's asking you about your day. But during a live sale, I spent more time talking to people than I did selling things. And on Whatnot, it's you guys, it's my friends showing up and showing support, and the new buyers that are there, we become friends. I guess what I'm trying to say is, regardless of what platform you find yourself selling on, I would encourage you to find some way of doing live sales. I understand Poshmark has rolled out live sales, and I definitely am going to be trying that and presenting you guys with a video about it. But be it pop-ups or even like a flea market booth, if you're in there a lot, that is some type of interaction with people and with the community, or trying selling on Whatnot. I understand there's a long, arduous process of getting accepted, and I have a link. It is a seller referral link. It's very, very different than the link that will give you $15. If you click on my buyer referral link in the description, that gives you a free $15 if you sign up and you want to spend money on Whatnot. But if you're wanting to make money on Whatnot, that's a different link, and I always have it in my description. I've heard stories about people who have submitted photo after photo, have submitted videos, and still no approval. I had a friend just recently use this link, and she didn't even submit inventory photos. She literally screenshotted her camera reel and they approved her in less than 24 hours. So if you want to sell on Whatnot, if you like the idea of making what it was, $85 in 2 hours with the effort is hanging out with your friends and selling items, Whatnot really could be for you. This has been an interesting video. It definitely turned out a little bit different than what I thought, but I'm glad that it did, because it just allows me time to appreciate so many different ways of reselling. And I will circle back around and say, had the event been a little different, I probably would have made better money. My friend Kristen, a rural squirrel, was recently at an event called Junk Stock, and she does incredibly well there. Well enough to have spent 2 entire weekends out of the year at this live event. But again, it's specially and specifically curated for that type of audience. So it really matters the event that you're at. And you could bring the exact same stuff to one event and crash and burn, and bring the same stuff to another event and sell out. The audience matters, the atmosphere matters, the weather that day matters. So will I be doing another pop-up? Absolutely. It was a lot of fun, guys, and I thank you guys for caring so much about it. So many great comments on the last video, everyone wanting to know how it went, so I had to get this edited really, really quickly and let you guys know. Will you do the outro?
Yes. Don't forget, treat your business like your business.